Destiny helps people believe there's an order to this horse shit. There isn't.
What the hell am I doing here? In this miserable place. I'm risking my life. For what exactly?
They are driven to pursue it. So driven, they do it entirely for their own sake. It's their dream.
This isn't the time for thinking. I should focus on wielding my sword. Now I'll kill them. Nothing more.
You all know not to underestimate an enemy. But neither should you let rivalry cause you to underestimate an ally. They are stone, and we are iron. Both have strengths, both have weaknesses. We are here so that you may learn of both. I see there is still much to teach you.
We will fight, and we will bleed. And yet I smile. We shall face men. Some cornered into their roles by circumstance. Some desperate murderers, thrilled by blood. We shall end them all. As is our charge this day, as is our sorrow. And yet I smile.
Give me 100 men, it will take a week. 200? I can take it in a day.
And because you know that in time I would kill you. As I've killed your friends and your brothers.
It's a basic truth of the human condition that everybody lies. The only variable is about what. The great thing about telling someone they're dying is that it tends to focus their priorities, find out what matters to them, what they're willing to die for, what they're willing to lie for.
I take this burden of this evil upon myself, and I will not fear it, for I am fear incarnate.
When riches simply adorn or fuel ambition, we see envy, discord, and a temptation to sacrifice all righteousness to achieve them.
I am only grieved and ashamed that such a demon has come from our tribe. Even if every one of us dies, it will be a battle the humans will never forget.
The hand of justice shall not be stayed. Your company continues to further the ends of justice. You are merciful and weak. Steel your heart before the disease spreads.
You did good, son. You did good. I'm proud of you.
All races united by a history long forgotten, and a future we shall face together. And I send this message so that our pasts will always be remembered. For in those memories, we live on. In any war, there are calms between storms.
You fought bravely.
There will be days when we lose faith. Days when our allies turn against us. But the day will never come that we forsake this planet and its people. But whenever you look to the stars, think of one of them as my soul.
I was raised to chain and whip and beat and sell innocent people. He taught me how to torture. But I buried that part of me, that man, deep down in a hole. But now I must do something I swore I would never do. Remember when I first came to you? The rage, how destructive I was. Because I was afraid. Afraid to trust you.
I have never subscribed to the theory that political power flows from the barrel of a gun.
Your report describes how rational these people are. Millennia ago, they abandoned their belief in the supernatural. Now you are asking me to sabotage that achievement, to send them back into the dark ages of superstition and ignorance and fear? No!
So what's this for?
Scare tactics.
Yeah, I've heard of those. Me? I prefer actual physical violence. Yeah. Yeah. Look at me. Hey, look at me. A name.
So, we have a man who starves himself to death, a man who lets his own brother murder him, and a man who thinks that winning and ruling are the same thing. What do they all lack?
Wisdom.
Yes.
Wisdom is what makes a good king.
Yes. But what is wisdom, A house with great wealth and fertile lands asks you for your protection against another house with a strong navy that could one day oppose you. How do you know which choice is wise and which isn't? You any experience of treasuries and granaries or shipyards and soldiers?
No.
No, of course not. A wise king knows what he knows and what he doesn't.
Borax would not have made such an error. Strange, is it not, that so many I wish beside me stand against me, while at my back are only the flawed and damaged. I am a master of broken monsters.
Through pain, we're rewriting the song. Every life, every death, every cry of pain across these burning worlds thins the veil between reality and the first realm. Call it Hades or Hell, Jahannam, Naraka, or the Underworld. Call it the Warp. Call it whatever you will, but I am bringing it forth onto the material plane. Calth was the genesis of the storm, Magnus. I will make an entire subsector suffer enough that the curtain falls and the 500 worlds drown in the warp. Tell me you feel it. Tell me you can hear the million demons shrieking and baying, desperate to be born upon these burning worlds.
Let me tell you something that my father told me. Look at the stars. The great kings of the past look down on us from those stars.
Really?
Yes. So whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will always be there to guide you. And so will I.
I never left you. I never will. Remember who you are.
Yeah, I guess it is. So listen, I don't have a lot of ordnance left, but I can still do some damage and get them off your back for a couple of minutes while you slip through.
Are you talking about?
Yeah, Carter. I am. I'm not just gonna give up and turn on you or burn out. To hell with that. I'm a soldier.